その辺考えるとその
おい、小学生ってどういうことだ?
The endless war on how you should watch your anime is a fierce one. On one side, you have anime noobs swearing that dub is great, and pretentious woke YouTubers explaining why your opinion is wrong on the other side. Luckily, you came across the only channel with the correct opinion, because let's face it, I'm woke as fuck. So here's my list of the top 10 sub anime that's a crime to watch in dub. Number 10, Naruto. I will say that the dub is good with the characters like Pain having one of the most badass voices of all time.
And now, this world shall know pain.
But what makes the difference between the two is when characters start getting emotional. When you watch these two clips, you get to hear where the dub starts to completely fall apart.
All I ever wanted was to have him keep watching over me.
You can also see a big difference in characters like Sasuke.
Over and over and over and over again!
Number 9, JOJO'S Bizarre Adventure. The character that ruins the dub. I mean, it's bad enough that the sub anime is perfection, but the dub also doesn't show off Dio's charm or his calculated nature.
You won't know what happened here, only that you're dying.
However, the biggest pro of the subbed anime, and the only thing you should care about, is when he says rather than Number 8, Gintama. Shinpachi's voice is decent in the dub, but compared to the amazing job the sub voice actor did, it doesn't stand out.
He held onto that battery for the remainder of his life!
Number 7, Attack on Titan. The dub isn't bad, but comparing it to the Japanese voice acting, it doesn't stand a chance. This sub portrays the emotion of Eren perfectly. Yuki Kaji, the voice actor for Eren, in the Japanese version even strained his throat, having to take several days off after his performance of this scene. Number 6, One Punch Man. Saitama's voice in dub is deeper and sounds more heroic, making it feel like it doesn't convey Saitama's clueless and carefree attitude like in the sub anime.
That seemed a little rash, don't you think?
Yeah. いきなり何やってんの? お前.
Genos?
The voice for Genos is also unbearable and doesn't fit the character in the slightest.
I sense living beings deeper inside.
With Tatamaki's voice sounding like a teen with a resting bitch face rather than a brat like in the sub.
Who are you calling a rat, you toad? Number 5, Demon Slayer. This one was close, but Tanjiro's voice has more energy in the subbed anime.
I don't give a damn if you're one of the Hashira!
Not to mention Zensu's scream and whining is more annoying and fits the character better.
I just know I'm gonna get eaten by a demon soon!
Sakanji's voice is also more menacing and badass.
That knife isn't going to do the job.
Number 4. Hajime no Ippo. The problem with dub is it lacks feeling and it takes away all the immersion. Kohai, the Japanese voice actor, managed to put more excitement and feeling into Ippo's voice. Number 3. Blue Exorcist. The dub wasn't even close. Rin's voice is completely lackluster. Okimoto, the voice actor who plays Rin in the sub, fits his violent and rebellious nature much more with his aggressive voice. He's also well known for playing these types of characters like Bakugo from My Hero Academia. Yukio's voice in the sub also sounds too nice and doesn't fit his strict personality.
My name is Yukio Okumura.
はじめまして。講師の奥村幸雄です。
Number 2. Hunter x Hunter. This is a legendary anime and only deserves the best dub. However, Blue Water Studios did a terrible job on the dubbing of the show, repeatedly pronouncing names wrong, Hisoka! And the voice actors putting minimal effort or no emotion.
My name is Gung Freaks! And I came here for one reason. To make you restore Kite! 俺はゴンフリックス! カイトを取り戻すため! お前に会いに来た!
A great example of this is in episode 126 when Netro is on the verge of death, giving his epic speech. In the dub, his voice doesn't sound as you would expect a dying old man to sound.
Do not underestimate humans, Meruem. 人間を舐めるなよ、メルエム。ワンピースは実在する。
Number 1. One Piece. This is the most sold manga in history and is the best subbed anime ever created. And yet it has the worst dub ever created. Honestly, there's so much to say about how bad this dub is. For example, in episode 377, Sanji sounds monotone and doesn't sound like he's on the verge of dying compared to the sub.
Tell everyone I'm sorry I couldn't say goodbye.
Luffy is also a disaster with a scratchy ass voice that sounds like a teen's voice crack loops infinitely.
That did it. You won't be able to stop me now.
So this concludes my list of the top 10 sub anime that's a crime to watch in dub. If you're not a big fan of sub anime, you need to check out my list on the great dubbed anime you need to watch. If you're a fan of Hunter x Hunter, you need to check out my previous video where I made some insane edits. We even went as far as making our own custom animations and adding some crazy effects.